Hi, my name is Teddy. I literally look so pale. I don't know how to describe it. Like I look so whitewashed. I don't know if I'm tripping. I feel like I can. Hold on, because that light is gonna like drive me insane. But I just want to get on here really quickly and just encourage somebody today. Have a word for someone. Have a testimony for someone. I just want to tell you that whatever you're going through is temporary. Everything is gonna work out for your better good. I promise. I truly believe that God rewards those who remain still with Him. And when I say that, I mean I believe that God will work everything out in your favor as long as you stay with God. I think He loves you so much and so abundantly that it's like you can't even fathom the things that He has in store for you. Whether you're in college, whether you're in high school, whether you just started grad school, or whether you're going off to school, or whatever your situation in life is, or whatever it is, I strongly believe that God has a word for you. God has a message for you. God loves you. God is always going to be there for you, whether you want to receive it or not. I strongly believe in my own philosophy, saying that whatever you have the power to receive, you also have the power to let go, whether that's trauma, hurt, pain, what's another word? Hurt, pain, disappointment, fear, rejection. Whatever you are receiving, whatever you feel as though is keeping you hostage, you have also the power to let it go and be done with it. You don't have to remain in the place that keeps you dead. You're not supposed to stay there. One of the most dangerous things in our life is to stay stagnant. And to be stagnant is just to be still. I think it's really important to look at our lives as flowing water, right? Water is essential to our bodies, to our well-being, to our lives, to our minds, to the way we operate. Water is the fundamental thing in our lives, whether we take it for advantage or not. It is there as a pro in every life, right? We need water to live. We need water to survive. Same thing. Whenever you think of water, you can think of what? You think of water in different forms, different elements. You can have water in different temperatures, different atmospheres. Like water is all around us, right? So whenever we think about our lives or think about ourselves, we can think of our bodies as a body and almost water, right? Stay with me, right? Whenever your body, your water, let's change the metaphor. Water is not going to be your spirit. Whenever your spirit stays flowing, right? Your spirit is pure. It is rich. You can drink it. You can live from pure water. But whenever maybe you have things that come into your life that are salt, the salt water is not drinkable. You can't continue to hold salt in your water. You can't continue to keep allowing these things that are, ruining your water, and expect to keep drinking out of the same cup. You can't keep adding dirt, and you can't keep adding sometimes literal shit, or I don't know if I can cuss, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep adding these things to your water and expecting a full glass of pure water in the morning. You have to continuously filter your water. You have to continuously watch your water. The other thing that's super important is understanding you can't stay still. Water is the most dangerous form is still water. There's bacteria, there's mold, there's things that live in the water. There's things that you are no longer supposed to consume whenever you have still water. And that is super important to understand in life. You cannot stay still because that water that you now have that has just been sitting there for 2 months has now had salt in it, has now had bacteria grow in it, and you expect to live from that water without changing it. You expect to live from that water without changing the filter. And that is one of the biggest issues that we have in our lives is we expect the same glass to be given to us, but we are no longer taking care of the glass we already have. I think it's super important to understand that life is essential. Our spirit is essential to our body. If our spirit is consistently being added with salt or bacteria, which hence could be negativity or discouragement, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, we are slowly, unconsciously or consciously damaging our water. Those who are conscious about or aware of their water, they're going to contain it. Hold on. anyways, not only are they going to contain it, but they're also going to take care of their water. Sorry, my cat. Ignore her. But they're also going to take care of their water. And I think it's super important when, let me just fix you. I think it's super important when we're understanding our bodies and whenever we're going throughout life, because honestly, we are consistently changing our water. Our water is consistently evolving into different forms, whether we want to or not, right? Sometimes trauma is voluntarily involuntary. That makes sense. Like, obviously, you can't change what happened to you at all. Like, what happened, and you can't change it. Nothing in this life could change what happened to you. But you can voluntarily choose what you're going to do with what happened. Some people take bad and turn it to even more bad. Some people take their bad and turn it to good. I heard this saying a few years ago that changed my perspective of trauma. When you went through trauma, that's a lot of times all you can think about is, I went through this trauma, it was traumatizing, right? Like, it was traumatizing. But whenever you think about your life, right, think of life as connected. All of life is connected, whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to acknowledge your symptoms or not. Everything in your life is connected, right? So if you don't handle your depression, if you don't handle your anxiety, you don't handle your trauma, for those of you who want to become moms or fathers, or you want to become teachers or philosophers or politicians, you think that insecurity that you had about when you were young is suddenly going to go away just because you have grown up. No, those demons, those things evolve with you. They become bigger. They become bigger issues. And for some of us, we can handle our trauma and we go about our day and we just, we become more depressed. For other people, we start to become abusive, vocally or physically. We start to abuse the people that we love. We start to abuse our opportunities, our relationships. Some of us, we self-sabotage. Some of us, we abuse substances. Like, being able to understand that you cannot fight your trauma alone, and that is okay, because your trauma was never meant to fight alone. You were never meant to handle that much. You are simply a human being. You're simply human. And so being able to understand that perspective will help you be able to move forward on what you should do proceeding with that. Another point that I'd like to bring up is being able to understand, as I said, that all of life is connected. Whenever you understand that, you'll better be able to optimize your time. You'll be able to utilize your opportunities, your resources. We as humans are meant to take care of each other, take care of the people around you, take care of yourself. If you think about why we want to grow up and do these certain professions, 9 times out of 10, it's what? To help somebody or to help another neighbor. And I think it's crucial for us to understand that it's okay for us not to be alone. We were never meant to be alone. It's important for us to understand that humans were built for one another. We were built to support each other, to help uplift each other. And I think it's super discouraging if we forget that so quickly in our humanity, because humanity needs humans, right? We need humans to have a humanity, to have a society, and that seems obvious, but a lot of times we like to enclose ourselves and believe opposite. So that was my little spew for today. I hope this helps somebody. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just, maybe this is literally just my diary and I can come back to this one day and learn from it. But I think it is super important and super crucial that we are able to take from this and learn that our trauma is not our fault, ever. But we are always